Hello, adventurers. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 47th episode of Caches and Cantrips, Campaign 2, for some of your most favoritist streamers play Dungeons and Dragons on Friday nights. I'm joined by our stupendous cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Nina Nikolic, Virtual Spectre, and Moves Like Jagger from VGG and Crew. I almost messed up because for some reason, when I switched it over, I was like, hit the button to talk, and I just muted myself. and the only reason I heard it because the slider went clink, and I was like, that's not the right sound I'm supposed to hear. Anyway, we avoided disaster, literal disaster before the stream. So I hope that you all are happy at my quick reflexes. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal.
Now you have the sillies. It's not us.
I think that's just who I am now. It's just me.
Silly little Max.
Silly
little Max.
Silly little me. Little shoulder shimmy. Because that means silly, I guess. The international sign for silly is a shoulder shimmy. Anyway, if this is your first time here, welcome, and I apologize. No, I'm kidding. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. We have a very serious D&D stream here. And I would like to invite you, if you have not been here before, go check out our YouTube, because we have content over there, and we have exclusive content that's only in YouTube and podcast format called Out of Combat, where I don't know why I yelled that at you. It's called Out of Combat, where we talk about the episode after the episode, but it's not live. And you get to hear all the fun behind the scenes stuff, hear about what the players were thinking, what was going on. And I think for this one, it's going to be me and VS and Mac. So you get to hear all the dungeon master things that are going on in my brain.
You get to try to hear me for 20 minutes, try and get secrets out of Max, and he won't. So
one of these days,
Max,
I'm just going to crack.
I believe in you, Mac. You can do it.
If anyone can do it, it's me. You know it.
It's true. It's true. I was like, I'm married to him, but it's you. If anyone can get him to crack. Yep.
People just tell me stuff, so I'm like, okay, tell me more. It's the voice.
Yeah. Anyway, so make sure and check that out. That's on Thursdays, by the way. It releases at noon. Wait, actually, it's noon Central Time now, which is it releases at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. It releases sometime around lunch. Whenever
what about Australian time?
Oh, fuck.
For legal purposes, this is a joke. You don't actually have to do the quick math. It's fine. We'll work it out.
In Australia,
we're
releases,
used to it.
Let's see.
You know, we're Americans.
It releases in the middle of the night, so wake your ass up and listen to
it. In the land that does not exist, it never releases, and you just have to move to America to be in the geological position to be able to listen to the licensed content of America.
Exactly. That's the real answer. Move to America and come vote. We need you.
Okay. Moving on. Sorry we missed out on last week, but for those of you asking, I feel much better now. And I'm totally fine. I thought I hurt my back, and I kind of did, but not bad. So very scary if you've known had back problems in the past or know anything about me, but we're all good. That mirror did not did not defeat me.
Looks really nice. That's
It
all I'm
wasn't a
saying.
mimic.
It was not a
I
mimic.
mean, might
It
have
looks
been.
Could be.
so
It
good.
might still be.
It's just waiting.
It's true,
for
actually.
our next opportunity to strike.
It's like that scene from Troy when it's Brad Pitt versus Eric Banner, and then Eric Banner falls on a rock, and then Brad Pitt was like, "I will not let a rock take my victory," and that's how I see it in my mind.
You know, I saw
didn't
that movie 4 times in the
Let's just
theater.
say, are we all quoting like a 14-year-old movie? What's happening?
Is it 14 years old?
I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
know. Feels like it.
Old.
I think it's older than
Boobs were
14.
old, dude.
It's 20 years old.
Yeah,
So
I was like,
you-
it's older than 14.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Anyways,
speaking of old, listen to our podcast. I don't know. You can find it wherever podcasts are sold. We also have a show on Mondays called Tome of Knowledge, where we talk about
Are you
D&D.
old and bedridden? Need something to listen to?
I'm gonna choke on this cough trouble. It'll be bad. Okay, yeah.
Speaking of
On Mondays
things
we have a
that
show
aren't
called
old,
Yeah,
our podcast.
yeah. Do your eyes just hurt? You can just listen to us instead. Check out our podcast. We have all of our episodes. We also have our podcast on Mondays. Right now we're talking about all of the new changes in the 2024 version of D&D coming out. So go check out that whole conversation's full of spice for some of the classes. And if you want early access to everything I just said, all of it, patreon.com/casters and cantrips. And you'll also get your name at the end of each episode, too. In case you didn't know that. It's on all of the VODs, too. So, and
Talk
if
about
you,
the NPC tier?
yeah, if you get to the platinum tier, you can help create an NPC that will exist in this little world that I've created. And we'll
we
take
might
our
not meet
characters.
them, but they will exist.
So, when you make the NPC, kind of talk to you about what's going on, you choose where they are. They will meet the NPC. If it's looking like they're never going to meet them, I'll make them beat them. But there's no promise of when, because they do have their own story. But it will happen. That's a great pitch for that tier, by the way. Let me tell you. Create an NPC. Wait 4 months.
We had some last campaign, and they were some of the best characters we met. So,
And if you just want to have a chat, go to Discord. Tell us about topics you want us to talk about. What's your favorite class in D&D you want us to cover? Want to post some memes? Sure, go for it.
Was the guy that you like, Brando or whatever his name was he one of the NPCs that was created?
I'll tell you if you meet an NPC.
No, from the last season.
What was the mushroom guy?
One of them,
The
one of
guy
the
that
Vikings
like
was.
everyone
all
was
the-
like, I hate this guy, he sucks. And then my character
Oh,
just
no,
rated him,
no.
and then he like followed me relentlessly because he's like, ooh, step on me, like, you know.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
ooh, where was
Whoa.
I?
And I was
No.
like, I fucking will. Like,
No, that was not.
I don't recall campaign 1 being that spicy, but maybe I
No, I was
should
gonna say, where? What? Was
I'm
that
gonna
on
need
that
to
Really?
see
thing?
Apparently.
the clips of this, please.
that's how I remember it anyways.
Yeah.
I would kill for a what happened last season, but all from the mind of Mac.
Oh man, that'd be
Like her
great.
version of how everything went down. She's like, and then once again, I saved the day as
Yeah.
usual. No, I'm just kidding.
But, like, no.
It's like, just kidding, but seriously. Anyway, if you were here for D&D, good news is because we're about to start it right now. And if you think we're too silly, well, good news is it's ending right now. Or bad news if you love it. I don't know.
You
We're
can
gonna
click
play
away.
D&D.
This is your problem, not ours.
No, you can't
You
click
can't
away.
click away. That's not
You
allowed.
can't
That's
ever
illegal.
click
Oh,
away.
okay, never mind. Just
Never.
kidding. You're stuck.
In fact, you got to open like 10 more browsers and just put the stream everywhere.
If you're not watching us in surround vision, then what are you even doing? Like, how many monitors do you have? Is the question you should be asking yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's go ahead and start our episode tonight of Catchers and Cantrips. So our story last left off with our party approaching these jungle ruins that they had found on this deserted island where they were currently shipwrecked. Their newfound travel companion, the Firbolg named Kyle led them to the entrance just a few hundred yards away, and when the group arrived, they immediately detected an abundance of magical energy about the ruins. There's also a magical purple light emanating inside the first chamber, illuminating the inside. The party decided to sneak into the chamber to try and find the supplies that Kale's crew had left behind. In making their way in, they found a host of undead denizens in the chamber. It was suspected that the undead creatures may have previously been part of Kyle's crew that had also been shipwrecked. After defeating these creatures, they found crates that were believed to be these supplies they were looking for. After breaking open said crates, the food inside had been long rotted and decayed. This raised many questions about Kyle and his crew. And when they began to question him, they found that Kyle believed that it was currently over 200 years in the past. They also learned that his ship, the Serpent's Grace, was a treasure hunting ship that was lost at sea many hundreds of years ago as they were looking for ancient artifacts from before the catastrophe. Furthermore, it was found that Kyle had been dead much long before and was now some sort of spirit bound to this island. In an attempt to help him understand his situation, he lashed out and incapacitated Cooter, leaving her motionless in the chamber. And that is where we will begin episode this evening. So, if you remember correctly, Cooter, you went to touch Kyle to comfort him, and just an overwhelming imminence of cold just came over you, immediately incapacitating you there, leaving you sort of frozen. Kyle had been looking at all of you, thinking that you were now there to kill him. And you began feeling the immense shame that he felt for leaving his crew behind to die. And as you all sort of standing there in a moment of tension, Kyle looks at all of you as his hand on Cooter and says, No, don't me. You're here to take it. You're here to take it, aren't you? I won't let you. I'll finish what you started. I'll finish it. And he sort of pushes off of Cooter, his hand going through her, and he begins to rush further into the dungeon.
How close were we to him? Like, we were all right by him, right?
Yeah, you were in a sort of a huddle around him, and he pushes through Cooter, becoming incorporeal, sort of as a ghost going through a person. And he begins to run, and going through walls, and going through the chamber. Cooter. You can make another saving throw if you'd like.
Oh! What was the stat?
Hold on.
She,
Wisdom.
saving- what is she doing?
What's that?
What is she dying?
She's incapacitated at the moment.
Okay.
She's not dying.
Oh, natural 20. Oh, let's go.
So you are sort of frozen there, and just immediately you begin to regain sort of the ability to use your appendages, and sort of you feel that coldness and that just sort of sorrow just wash over you and just leave. And now it's become sort of a distant memory.
Cooter, are you right?
Oh, so much sadness. Oh, well, I feel okay now, though. But oh my goodness, what sadness and shame than I've ever felt in my whole life. And I've lived a long life.
Kyle is apparently a ghost. That
Yes.
reason for us to be here anymore?
Yes, he feels such guilt and shame that he just simply cannot come back from. I think he's just too far gone.
Do you need any sort of healing?
Oh, I think I'm okay. Well, I mean, I'm a little tapped, but I'm all right. I think you all probably need it more than I do.
Well, it's
How are we after that last row anyway?
wasn't much of a row. He fled.
No,
Fine.
before that. How long have I been out?
It's just mere seconds, Cooter.
Oh,
He grabbed you and you dropped, and then he left and ran, and then you woke up.
oh, wonderful. Okay then. Whew. She kind of like just gets up and like brushes herself off a bit. Do I have a health potion? I have a vitality potion. That's a different thing.
It's all right, Cooter. Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, I don't.
3d4. I'm going to healing hands, Cooter.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. 5, 7 hit points.
Thank you. Oh.
Oh.
Yes, I feel a lot better now.
As soon as we've caught our
Oh.
breaths, I say we go find the bastard and put him out of his misery.
Oh, that
I agree.
sounds awful, but I am also inclined to agree. I don't think there's any other way.
But the moment he laid his hands on you was his death sentence. So
Yes, but he's going through so much pain.
it'd be his second death sentence.
Undeath sentence. This is-
Unda sentence.
Anyway, I feel no pity. I don't care
I'm
for his whinging.
confused.
So
All right,
Take
he
him
ran
out
to the
and
next
find
room.
About
I recommend you scout out first, Hayden, since this place is crawling with undead. I don't want to walk into another trap.
with pleasure. And Hayden starts, like, kind of, I guess, going back towards the direction we came to try and follow kind of where the ghost went.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he actually saw if he was going through walls.
Yeah, you know that there's really only one way to go further into this chamber, and you've seen it. It's you go across, and then there's a large doorway that led deeper that you didn't continue onward since you were looking for supplies.
Right.
But you can continue to sort of sneak your way down if you want to move ahead. Just give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
everybody, or are you scouting?
I'm scouting ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Uh, 15.
15. Yeah, you've sort of gone down this chamber in the stairwell, which leads sort of deeper underneath the ground. It appears that the entrance to these ruins are just sort of the only outward structure, and it leads into a subterranean portion of this, and you head down sort of a spiraling set of stairs.
I'm listening for anything and also paying attention to what's around me to not trip any traps or weird stuff.
Weird stuff. I would never.
I don't know what else is down there.
So as you are on the lookout for weird stuff, can I get a perception roll from you, sir?
Yeah. Not great. That's 12.
12. Okay. So as you make your way downward. You hear like some sloshing noises. You're not sure what it could be and where it's potentially coming from. And so you sort of reach the bottom of this staircase and you were in a sort of entryway. And there is a sort of a receiving area, and then it has a doorway that goes out. But you can hear like a trickling or sloshing or something like that. But there is a closed door in between you and where this noise is.
Okay. And I can't really tell if it sounds like something splashing in water or if it sounds like running water, just like neutral.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like quite a bit of water.
Okay. Well, I'll double back and explain the situation. So, I don't know what lies beyond the door, but sounds like there's an awful lot of water.
I can see if I can look behind the door if you want, or do we just parade ahead? What do you think?
It could give us like water breathing or water walking, or I could maybe control water, or can I talk to water? I don't know if I've ever tried that. Emmy's just off on a tangent.
Yes, Taj, darling, if you want to clairvoyance past the door, that'd be great.
I can do that. I also have water breathing as well, and I can give it to 10 people if we want to do that too.
It's very generous. I have my cloak.
I mean, it might be hard to assume there's like a vast, deep ocean in behind a door.
I don't believe that to be the case, but it's hard to tell.
There's
You
no
never
setup for
know.
that to do it.
Could be a
Oh,
sewer or
Aqueduct.
something.
An adequate? What's a what?
Aqueduct.
An aqueduct? It's a duck?
No, not an animal. It's like a waterway system, where it.
Oh, I've read about those.
Transport.
An adequate duct. Yes.
Sure. All right. Anyways, let's see what's behind the door. God.
And I cast clairvoyance.
Yeah. So, are you doing sight or sound?
Let's do sound. Or no, sight.
Sight. Okay. So you go down to this sort of landing room and you cast clairvoyance. I'm guessing the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Your sort of sensor sits there, and you just sort of kind of think of it like, can you tell me if it's how you think it, like one of those 360 cameras? They can like pan all the way around.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And you look one way, you see the door that you cast on the other side, and you look behind to the south, I'll say, just generally. There's a wall, and to the left, there's a wall, and you turn and pan the last direction, and there's a short hallway. And you can see there's a set of stairs down, maybe like 5 or 6, just like a little recessed room. And you can see there's just a large pool of water. This entire room is flooded. And you can see that there are actually pipes that were sort of attached to the wall in this room. You can see that they're rusted away, that part of them broken, but you just see a very large pool of water. There is sort of a one of those magical torches in the hallway, so you get a glimpse of what this is, but it's like dark, murky. Like, it doesn't look like it's fresh water by any means. It's definitely not flowing at all. You can just hear little just trickles of water sort of maybe seeping from pipes long forgotten, but it's gross, murky, deep looking water in just a large room that's, if I had to estimate, it's probably like 40 feet by 40 feet, like a big room.
I relay all of that to the group.
Yeah.
Taj, could you see any other doorways or perhaps any sort of way out of that room?
Was there any other doors that I could see with invisibility?
Yeah, from where you cast that, you know that the hallway splits in both directions. It opens to the big room and then splits. There's probably ways on to the left and right of the pool, but there is on the other side of said pool a large open doorway.
There is a big room with 2 different hallways for those. However, I do not know if it is a one-way out situation or if we could be trapped. I do not know. I am going to cast water breathing on myself. If anybody else wants it, I don't think it will hurt you.
I've already got mine, love.
Yes, please. I'm not sure that I can breathe underwater, even as much as I like to think I can.
You're probably just really good at holding your breath, Cooter. It's a little different.
Yes,
Very
I think
similar.
so too.
But we do not know what is lurking underneath the waters or how deep it is, and you might get dragged under.
Oh, we shouldn't let that happen. I'm okay. I'm fine underwater.
I'm gonna cast water breathing as a ritual on myself and anyone who wants it. It's 10 willing creatures and it's good for 24 hours.
Yes, please.
Amazing. So I know definitely you and Cooter would benefit from it. I think everyone else has something that can help them.
Aye.
And I have a question. I'm a
Yeah.
noob.
Yeah,
I've never
but-
cast anything as a ritual. Does that mean it doesn't take a spell slot?
It does not. So you basically wait for 10 minutes, you sit cross-legged on the floor and get like your whole ritual setup going. Yeah. And you spend like a whole 10 minutes getting all this stuff ready.
Lays out
Love it.
crystals.
Since
Yeah.
she's going to be doing a ritual, I'm going to use the time to cast some stuff as well. Question about that.
Sure.
God, I'm too old. I can't even see the little like R's on this thing. Are you kidding me? Okay. I have a thing called locate animals or plant. Oh, no, right. It's a specific kind. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do though is I'm going to cast dancing lights.
Yeah.
Since I know we have some people that can't see in the dark. But the way Emmy casts it is actually bioluminescence. So she's going to just concentrate and have her, you'll see like markings on her skin start to glow.
Question for me to make it easier on me. Are you going to keep them around members of the group, or are you going to send
They'll
them
be
out?
around. I'm flavoring them as being me, so they'll be around me at all times.
How much light
I
did
will
they
not
give
be
off?
setting them out. It's enough that you can see in darkness. It is making them appear. They're basically like a lantern or a torch. So if everyone stays around me, they'll see as if they were holding a torch.
Yeah. Give me the feet
Oh,
in the color.
20 feet.
Dim.
Blue. Like
20 feet dim
aqua.
light blue.
Doesn't say dim. It says lights. Oh, dim light. Dim light.
Thank
And
you.
I'm sorry, it's a 10-foot radius and it's dim light. I finally found it after reading every other part of the text except for that. Got it.
All right. 10-foot blue light will be around you. Give me. Okay. Anything else that anyone is going to be preparing, getting ready while this is going on?
Let's say, just to make it a little easier for folks, that I create some like plant spores. So it's a little bit further than just me, because technically I can make like 4 of them. So we'll say it'll end up being like a 20-foot radius, since I could have done that.
Okay.
So it's mostly
Done.
me, but there's like some little spores floating around. Little motes. since I just realized that there are people that can't see in the dark, right?
That is very true.
Cooter? Okay.
Cooter and Taj. But Cooter has goggles now, right?
I do. I can wear
this is
those.
for Taj then, so.
I should wear those more often.
How far can you see
Put
with the
those
goggles?
on the face. That's a good question.
These
Person's
are also good
free.
if color is important, so still good for all of us.
I actually think we replaced it because I think that was an infusion
Mm-hmm.
Didn't
that
you
was
get a different
replaced
one?
actually. So yeah, no, I got a little pearl.
Gotcha.
Okay, so yeah,
cool.
I'll do the lights. It's a cantrip,
Yeah.
so it's no problem.
So,
Just gonna
you-
follow as close as I
Level
can.
1. It's easy. Oh, it's a cantrip. Sweet. Is that a cantrip? Is Dancing Lights a cantrip? Sweet.
Yeah. So is light.
Cool.
All right. Can everyone see where you are currently on the map?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me just clear that
Yeah.
out.
Ooh, look at that bright blue light.
So this is where you end up.
Well,
So what we can do is I'll have all of you roll initiative, and then you all can decide what to do from here. So your preparations have been completed. So
I've lost my dice.
What?
Oh no, I can't roll
What?
initiative.
Oh man, zero.
You
No,
better figure that out.
No, I'm
Cooter.
kidding. It was behind my water bottle.
Peter, what's your
How much-
initiative?
How much time has passed, Mr. DM?
10 minutes.
Okay.
10.
It's because that's how long it takes to cast a ritual.
I rolled a 1, so 3.
Hold on, let me get him in order. Sir.
Apologies.
Taj,
I rolled a 4, so 5.
fantastic. Emmy,
11.
he didn't.
I mean, I rolled a 12, so 11.
I rolled a 2, so 10.
Damn.
Oh, I don't feel inadequate, not at all.
What a flex.
Alrighty.
Swashbuckler be fun, man.
I'll have everyone else give me a perception roll down here too. Hayden, you had yours earlier, so everyone else give me a perception roll.
Oh. Can I read perceive?
Tonight is not a good night. 4.
Hayden blinks his eyes. Trying again.
21 on the perception.
Ooh wee.
Ooh.
There you go. That might be the
I'm
bigger
just
flex
actually
right
doing
there.
my best work.
Maybe Hayden should just carry Cooter around on his back when he goes scouting.
Yeah, it's like a little backpack.
Like a little Yoda
I'm picturing her
backpack.
peeking
Yeah.
out from under your hood. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
God.
Yoda. Hayden's doing flips and
Yes.
stuff.
Did anyone else roll perception,
Amazing.
by the way, and want to
It's 17.
17?
I don't see anything.
Perfect.
4.
4. Okay. So, Emmy, you hear water sloshing. But it seems like you hear ever so slightly that the water, like, you think of how to put this. You hear the water sloshing, but it seems more than just like still water, if that makes sense.
Does it sound like something's moving in it?
Potentially.
Can I
And then, well, not done. Because
just ask a quick question? No, I was gonna ask a quick question. Because I did my I called upon the powers of my feature last session towards the end. Is that still like active, or do I have to ask you every time? I don't know how that works.
So when you see each floor, I'm going to give you the rundown, but that's a separate thing than perception. So let me get.
No, I know. I know.
Mhm.
I know.
So when you get a look at this whole floor, then I'll give
We
you
walked
more information.
down a carved staircase, you said, so that's why I didn't know if we had any information going into this. So
Not
okay.
much.
Okay. Thank you.
Cooter, the 21, you hear water sloshing. You hear things definitely moving around in the water. You also hear some very low, almost like guttural noises. It's very, very faint.
And do I have a sense of the direction?
I mean, the door's here, so somewhere out there.
Oh, so, yeah, okay.
Yeah, thick stone walls down here.
Well, I don't know if anyone can see me or if anyone's looking at me, but she just kind of makes a motion like, be ready, something.
All right.
Sounds big.
All right, let's just open this door and get it over with.
Alrighty. Emmy, you're first in this initiative. What are you planning on doing with your turn here?
Oh no, and I don't hear the like guttural sounds that Cooter was hearing. She just had to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use a nature check on my turn.
Sure.
To listen and watch the water and use my wateriness to see if I can figure out what things might be in there. Like, is it leeches? Is it sharks? I don't know.
You can't see the water in here.
Oh, but I thought I could hear sounds.
You can. Yeah, you can hear sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to infer based on that. So yeah, make a nature roll.
12.
12. I mean, you're trying to think here, this water, unlikely it would be salt water seeping in from here. You're down underground, you're in the middle of the island here. There's not a whole lot of the sea coming in at this point, you wouldn't think. Perhaps there's sort of cave dwelling freshwater fish or
giant
creatures.
axolotl.
Yeah, I mean,
I've heard tale. I've never seen one. I hope that's what it is. We should definitely go.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, as far as like nature wise, like natural creatures, maybe, but I don't know. Everything seems to be dead here.
Okay. I'm just waiting for the rest of my turn. I'm waiting to follow the group's lead.
Good.
One day this will load for me.
Oh.
I'm trying to pending that. I will. It says it's loading, but then it keeps lying to me and pausing at 99%.
Check your Discord.
Wonderful, marvelous. Okay. I will. Can I also, like, based on what I'm hearing, do I have any sense of what makes such guttural noises?
I mean, what skill would you like to use to determine this? Because that's going to determine how the information is flavored to you.
Like I can do a nature as well.
Mm-hmm.
Recall lore about terrain, plants, animals, natural cycles. That sounds relevant given the circumstances.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
I think. All right, let's do that.
She heard Emmy talking about giant axolotls and she's like, no.
15.
15. I mean, you know that there are quite a few large creatures that sort of live in the water. You know of ocean creatures, you know of freshwater creatures, but sort of your mind goes to like, well, we don't know how deep this water is. What sort of creature would be able to sustain itself down here? Like everything you've seen in here are skeletons and other gross undead things. So on a nature wise, what is this thing even eating? If it is a creature that's alive down here, you're struggling to find something that is of the natural world that would be living in a flooded room deep in some forgotten ruins.
All right, so it's something interesting. Understood. Kudo just looks terrified, basically. If anyone's aware of or can remotely see her demeanor, she's just kind of like has that look in her eyes and is kind of just slightly cowering a little bit.
So normal.
But like a little bit more than usual, you know?
All right. Hayden, it's up to you now.
We haven't actually gone in yet.
Your friends seem to be biding their time.
We're all waiting for you.
Open the door, please.
I don't want to.
Does the door
Hiding
even...
behind. We're all Yoda on your back right now.
Does the door even open? Is it locked?
There's only one way to find
I'm
out.
going to attempt to open it, but
Go for it.
I'm attempting to open it.
You have a token. There's a door that you can interact with. Go for it.
Oh, I didn't realize I had to. Okay, pick it. Neat.
Hooray! A door. You see this sort of old, like, wooden door that seems quite decrepit. And it just leaves just like a large moan as you open this thing up because it's been who knows how long. The hinges are sort of full of like oxidation and like rust and things.
I'm going now. Are you all coming?
I'll be right behind you.
All right. I will step through.
Well, we're in turn order, everybody.
Oh,
So
okay. I won't step through yet.
so
Oh,
Hayden
sorry.
can step through.
Just
Or I'll-
kidding.
If I can move him and not close the door. There we go.
I thought we were holding actions to follow him.
Okay.
Were we not? I'm sorry if I didn't say that. I thought it. I'm sorry. Max killed me tonight.
Okay.
You see a large pool of water. This place is flooded.
I see it. Yep. A lot of
It
water.
looks gross.
I don't see anything else. Except for some, there's some stairs to the left. Up here. But I don't see anything else other than water.
All right.
All right, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm just waiting for the gang.
All right, Taj.
Gonna count these steps 30. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Ooh, 5. Okay. Okay, there.
Alrighty. You see nasty doo-doo looking water. Black, murky.
I'll hold my action to firebolt if we're attacked within by the time it's my next turn.
Okay, sounds good.
Sure, it smells nice.
Stagnant subterranean water. Nothing better. Azric.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 25. Oh. 30. I guess I'll dash so I don't stay in the doorway. Door!
You can
Thank
use
you.
WASD if you're selected, by the way, too.
Oh, beautiful. And
Even if you're
I'll-
on ruler, or only if you're on square.
Only if you're on square.
Got it. Okay.
And I will go there.
For those of you wondering what the hell we're talking about, those are icons on our virtual tabletop that we're using.
Yeah.
But Mac was speaking in a language that I understand.
I always am on ruler because I'm always like, where the fuck am I going to go next?
Measuring
So
stuff.
I'm never
Yeah,
on
yeah.
square.
Okay. That brings us back to the top of the round with Emmy. And I don't remember, did you say Bucket was with you or not here?
Bucket's with me. I gave
Yeah.
up on the thing.
I'm going
Okay.
to say that's what you said last time.
Yeah. But we're still making Taj do our looking at heads because Bucket's died a lot for us lately and he's not really feeling it. So
I only have so many of those.
that's fine. You just let me
so-
know when you're done and we'll make Bucket, but he appreciates the break.
Mhm.
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna
always
go.
happy with clairvoyance, but I only have so many.
And I'm going to hold an action as well. I would like to hold a cantrip.
Okay. What cantrip and what's your
Tentacle.
trigger?
If I see any of my friends get attacked, I'm going to use my tentacle, aka
Fantastic.
Thorn Whip.
Okay. So you and Bucket have gone. Cooter, you and Gizmo.
Me and Gizmo. It loaded, by the way, so I'm good.
Fantastic. I knew you could do it.
How do I know how far Gizmo's moved? Will it stop me?
It won't stop you. Not yet.
I can just go forever. Go, Gizmo, go.
Gizmo goes after you, though. Gizmo has to go after
Oh.
you.
Okay, Gizmo's just gonna go back over here. Get back there, Gizmo. All right. I am
I'll help you on
30.
Gizmo's movement, by the way. I'll look it up for you.
35, 50. I'm just going to hide on this side of the door.
Mhm.
Gizmo
Can fly 30 feet.
can fly 30 feet. So Gizmo's going to fly on through here.
Perfect.
Gizmo can see more than I can. Too bad we're not telepathically linked.
Can Bucket ride on Gizmo? Like, would he be able to support the weight of a small crab?
They're both tiny, if I'm not mistaken.
So no or
Mm-mm.
yes?
Literally a little
No.
pearl.
Okay, just joking.
Um,
I have to give Gizmo some vision real quick.
and I guess whatever I have to do doesn't really matter at this point. I'm just going to hold my Yakuwa at the ready to piff it at a moment's notice.
Gizmo has 60 feet of dark vision.
Oh, yeah. Gizmo can see a lot. Can't see anything at the moment, though.
Alrighty. Hayden.
Yeah, I think that's what I've got.
Yes. I'll walk up next to Azric. Left or right?
Left? There's less water over there. Well, I guess it's not submerged.
Yes. My clothes are going to need a good cleaning after this. And Hayden's going to... not knowing exactly how deep it is, he's going to slowly dip in as
Mhm.
to the water.
Yeah. You dip into the water and it's about like waist deep here as you go down to the stairs. Like there, it's like up to you, like your knees or so, and then you kind of can gauge how deep it's going to get as you go further.
Okay. Well, I will move up to this corner then.
Yeah, about waist deep. Just sloshing through.
Well, we can stand so far. Kuda might have a hard time, but she can breathe
That's
now.
right. I'm a fine swimmer.
She can breathe. Thanks to Taj.
Yep.
So there's a door on the left. I'm saying that as I'm wading through the water, and with my last bit of movement, I think I can get to here. Okay.
Fantastic. The water, with it being waist deep, will be difficult terrain.
So I can get to here. Wait. Maybe just here.
There you go. Well, you're a rogue. You can just use all your actions to move if you want.
Oh, true. I will do that. Bonus action dash.
First one's free.
Everybody gets one.
So that would be 10 feet. 5. Okay, that's all my movement there.
Gotcha.
And I will just wait for the rest to follow me.
Okay. Yeah, you see the closed door there, and up next is going to be Taj.
I follow suit. 5, 10, 30.
You can make it 1 square back.
Okie dokie. I'm 1 square back.
So when you go down the steps there, it's like waist deep or so. So it's harder to kind of move through difficult terrain when you're in the water.
And then I'll cast light on myself.
Sick. What color and how far does it go?
Ooh, purple. It's a 20-foot radius of dim and 20 foot of light and an additional 20 of dim, so 40 feet.
Sick.
And it's like a maroony purple moment, you know.
Gotcha. Hold on, let me push that a little more red then, because we gotta, maroony purple. I'm gonna try real hard, but I can't make any promises here.
Those are actual terms. I want the hex code on that, so.
If you got the hex code, I can actually, that makes it easier for me, so.
What? Okay, yo, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I have Photoshop open. Hold, please. Let's do.
This is ridiculous, by the way.
Listen, no, it's not. Nothing is too ridiculous. Okay. AF 2A75.
Got him. Boom.
Thank you for obliging me. I appreciate this.
You're welcome. I think that it's right. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah,
but
no, it looks great. I'm seeing like a maroony purple aura.
Sick.
It's matching the vibes I'm putting out.
Love it. Alrighty, there you go. So you cast light upon yourself, and everything seems to be illuminated in this area. Azric, you got all kinds of lights bouncing all over everywhere. You got dancing lights, you got dark vision.
So bright. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, actually.
Okay.
Or I'll turn on my eyeballs.
Yeah,
Anything
so you cast
30 feet.
anything within 30 feet of you that's magical.
Yeah, that's not
This
My people.
torch. This torch. They're
Oh.
the ever-burning magical lanterns that are in the area. In this immediate area, though, 30 feet, nothing really striking out at you as magic.
Okay. I'm gonna swim across. 15. And then another 15. And that is all I can do. Hayden, do you hear anything behind that door? That's my turn.
Gotcha. Okay. Top of the round is Emmy.
Okay. Just gonna get in the water here and kind of dip my head under. And I mean, how bad does it smell?
It's stagnant water underground that's been there for who knows how long.
Okay, I'm just kind of looking around under the water, seeing if I see anything or sense anything. I'll ask Bucket if Bucket senses anything. He's a crab, so he might have. I don't know if he's allowed to, but he might have. What you call it? Blind sense.
Tell me how much range she's at the blind sight. 30 feet, I believe.
I don't know. I just have him flavored as a crab. Is he allowed to be crab stats? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, he's got to have some stats, so he's a crab, unless you tell me otherwise.
He has yeah, he has blind sight for 30 feet.
Yeah, so you stick your head under and it's murky. Like there's nothing here to clear this stuff up. Just it's kind of gross. But Bucket, he sort of wades in the water, and sort of comes in and immediately starts click-clacking at you frantically.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna grab him and get out of the water then. I
How
like
much have you
scoop him up
moved?
and back out. I had moved. I was here. No, I was here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I can move back a little bit.
There you go.
And I'm just gonna yell to everyone, Bucket doesn't like this water. I don't know.
Oh, righty.
Oh, I guess, is talking to Bucket an action?
No.
Then I guess we could use our dash to move more. We're gonna back it way the back over there.
Yeah.
That seems smart.
And as soon as you sort of begin yelling at Bucket, or yelling to the group to get out of the water, stay out of the water, he doesn't like it. You see Kyle sort of appear in the middle, like sort of incorporeal, sort of floating above the water here. And I need Azric, Taj, and Emmy to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
I
don't like it.
rolled in that one.
Okay.
What is proficiency with the saving throw mean? Oh, you had your proficiency bonus. Okay.
18.
Okay.
21.
Okay. Emmy and Taj are good. You sort of look over to see the commotion. What'd you say for?
I'm worried about Azric.
You look over and you see Kyle, and just immediately cold and just sorrow wash over you, and you just freeze there in place. You are incapacitated, and as he sort of appears in thin air, he says, "No, let you Have it first. You can't take it. I'll finish what they started. And he floats through the doorway and goes incorporeal and just goes right through it. And with that, I'm gonna do some rolling.
Uh-oh.
That was the end of Emmy's turn.
Oh.
Could Hayden see, or was he like
You could not
out
see.
of view? Okay, okay.
Unless you want to. No, you're out of the range anyway, so.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and begin.
Something is
here.
happening.
Oh, no.
I gotta restart the other side because it's
something
broken.
is happening. Chat sees that too, right? They don't just think we're yelling that for no reason.
Over here. It's not showing over there for some reason.
Oh, just so chat, just so you know, there's a big banner that says something is happening. That's why we yell that every time.
Oh no!
Don't give up, skeleton.
It
They
logged
need that
me out
meme.
because I started early.
Aw.
Oh no. Oh, well, guess we don't have to fight it. Darn.
Oh well.
Kira, it's your turn. I'm
Well.
gonna fix this, by the way. So continue.
Guess we can skip right to the loot.
Oh no.
Oh, dang. Shucks.
Uh,
We got 3 levels? What? Thank you, Max.
I can still hear you.
I guess Kuda just kind of creeps in behind Emmy. Just like, what's going on in here? What's happening? And then my little pearly boy is gonna. Oh, Gizmo can't move. It's not their turn.
Did you move? I'll do Gizmo next because he has to go after you.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I want to go any further. Yeah, no, I think Kota's chilling.
All right,
Right.
Gizmo's turn.
Gizmo's just gonna fly. Gizmo has no fear. Okay. Nothing in here. We're checking doors. Got it.
One
Yeah.
moment. Alrighty. Hayden, you will be next.
Okay. Hayden's like looking at the group behind him. What's happening? Is something happening? Like trying to gauge the situation.
You can see Emmy's like holding like bucket like and backing up, you know, in the water.
I think I can. But
Oh,
I'll take
just
your
kidding.
word for it. I can see Azric
kidding.
and Taj.
Walls be walling, yo.
Yeah. Can't
There you
see
go,
where
map's
you
back.
are, so I didn't know.
So Azric's incapacitated and Taj? Or no, not Taj.
Just Azric. Azric's just like
Just Azric.
frozen there.
Azric. What's going on? Hayden's gonna move next to him. I don't know if I can do anything for this. I don't think I can. Do I see... Now that I'm here in this spot, do I see... I can't see any threats?
Not currently.
He's just going to... I mean,
He looks just like Cooter did when she was incapacitated earlier.
okay. Hayden's
Straight
got
up
his...
dissociating.
Yeah, Hayden's got his weapons out and he's gonna hold an attack action for anything that might creep up towards us. He's going to be acting as like a bodyguard for Azric.
Okay. Sounds good. Alrighty. Up next. There we go. So you hear some shambling noises in the hallway. Then you see this creature with sort of these tattered robes, like a half rotted like cloth hat, sort of step into the doorway here. And sees you all. Taj, this would trigger your held action, so you can fire a firebolt at this thing because it is getting ready to lob
my
something.
turn has come around again.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, because I did the held action on the first turn, and the second turn I did light.
You did light. Okay, thank you. I forgot. So instead you see this
But
thing
I'll take that
shambling
freebie
out.
if you'll give it.
You see
I think she should get an inspiration for telling the truth.
I was honest for once. No.
Wow, okay. So this sort of skeleton has something in their bony little hands and then lobs it in your direction, Taj. Does a 12 hit you?
Me?
Yeah.
Hold please. Yeah, it does.
Okay. You will take 6 acid damage. It reaches a small vial full of acid and throws it on you. And it reaches in again and throws it one beyond you at Azric. Azric, I don't know if a 10's gonna hit you though.
Nay.
This sort of splashes behind you and you sort of can hear it eating away at the stone behind you. They sort of start wading out, moving towards you all into the water. Next. Something happens that you cannot see. Taj, it's your turn.
Dope. I will move out of the water. So would that be my full movement then? If it's 5, 10 in water?
You would, yeah,
Would I be able
you
to
would
get
have
out?
1 square of difficult terrain, basically.
Okay. I will get out then.
Okay.
And then do I see like anything in the water or anything that it like the direction it could have been?
What do you mean?
Like of what hit me?
This thing right here threw something at you.
I don't
But
see
you can't
that.
see
So
them, yeah. So you might have just been out of your vision. You might have seen it when you started.
oh, before I moved.
You know that
Let me
they're
see,
this
let
way.
me see. No.
Yeah, it just came out of the shadows then.
But all right. Then okay, this time, haha. I'll hold my action to do firebolt until something comes like the moment something comes in my view, I'll pew it.
Gotcha. Azric, you can make another wisdom save.
Pleasure.
You cannot take actions or reactions currently as the mechanical part of this.
Right, okay. No actions or reactions. I'm rolling a 21.
You can do, well, at the end of your turn, you can do whatever you want afterwards, but for this turn, you can't take actions or reactions.
Okay, so I will move 10 feet back here.
Okay.
Sluggishly.
Alrighty.
much better now.
Alrighty. Next. Something else happened. Up next. You hear something else sort of step into the water over here. And then for those of you that can see, you can just see. But for those of you that can't, that's what you hear. Something stepping into the waters. Azric and I believe Hayden can see this creature. It looks like a sort of decrepit looking skeletal figure, wielding what looks like a large like bow, and then maybe a sort of a blade at its side from some sort of rotten leather belt. And just as you see the bow, it takes a shot at you. 22 to hit Hayden.
Yeah, that hits.
Alrighty. Hayden, you are gonna take 3 piercing damage from this. And Taj, as you're behind Hayden, you can't see what's happening. This arrow hits Hayden and it splinters at him. So you're gonna take 2 piercing damage. A splash
Me?
damage from this. Yes.
Mm.
And these are sort of kind of hard to get the feeling, but they don't seem like wood. It's splinters, but it's sharp as hell. Next.
Oh.
And you see a creature come up out of the deep water and try and grab Gizmo.
Oh.
And it looks like a undead looking creature that has just maybe been submerged underwater for gods know how long. There is all sorts of weird growths and like nasty looking stuff like hanging off of it. Rotten flesh meeting other sort of algae or just ick all over it. And it is going to try and hit Gizmo. That's a 10 to a Gizmo's AC, which I don't know how much. Maybe I can find out
My
in the
held
extras tab.
action
13.
have triggered before or after that.
I mean, it'll happen all at the same time, so.
Okay.
Gizmo
Just
has
so you're
to.
aware that
Ace.
we can't see it on the map.
There we go.
The one previous.
There we go. Thank you.
Brilliant.
So they're gonna miss Gizmo with that attack. There. Go ahead and make your attack, Emmy.
Okay.
Oh, you dashed out of the water backwards, didn't you?
Oh yeah, you're right. So I don't have a held action. Just kidding.
Yeah.
You're right.
Let's see.
That's okay. It's my turn next.
Up next. You see a creature sort of stepping out of the water here. Up next. Another creature stepping out of the water here.
Would my
Yes.
firebolt go off?
Any one of those that you want.
Okay, I'll do the closest one.
Gotcha.
Shoot. All right. So 19 plus 6 is 25.
Why did you say shoot? That hits.
Because it's almost a 20.
Oh, okay.
Sir.
Sir?
9.
9 damage. And I think now we're officially in it. So let's get some music that is more contextual to the situation.
A song that slaps, please.
I don't remember which one it is.
Me either. But all I know is when I hear it, I'm like, yo.
Alrighty, up next.
Jeez.
Up next, you hear this door burst open. And zombie come out of it and reaches towards you, Azric.
No.
21 to hit.
That's a big yippers.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage as it comes out and just slams you against the hallway.
Okay.
Up next, another creature steps out of
Oh
the
my
water.
God.
Emmy! Or Bucket, sorry. Buckets. After all, Emmy first, then Bucket.
I was like, wait a minute.
Sorry.
I'm going to transform into the giant crab. I'm
Is
like,
that large?
there, Bucket, and then I'm gonna run forward and turn into a giant crab. It is right here. It is. Where do I find that? Medium? It is medium.
It's medium, so you were the same size, but you were crab flavored. All right?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna dash forward 5, 10,
It's difficult terrain unless you can have a swim speed.
20, 25, 30. So that should still work. I do have a swim speed,
Perfect.
I think. Yeah, I do. So. And then I want to try to, and I am amphibious, and I want to try to claw this guy right here.
Okay.
Seven.
This one? To the left? This one right here?
Yeah, 7 on that guy.
Alrighty. And that one, you claw that one and it's going to expire as you sort of just basically just tear it apart.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
And then I look at the next guy and go click, 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 menacingly.
This Bucket would like to do anything.
Bucket's just on my shoulder and he just goes click, 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 menacingly.
I'm going
That's
to
it.
remove Bucket from initiative if he's going to be on your shoulder.
Yeah, he's just chilling. We're giving him a little break. Keep things easier for you too.
Bye, Bucket. I just deleted Bucket. Cooter, it's not your turn. Congratulations.
Oh boy. I'm going to. Gonna try something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I can do a bonus action first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I kinetic jaunt to myself,
That sounds fancy.
yeah, which
Is that like
means
a yoga pose?
you magically empower your movement with dance-like steps, giving yourself the following benefits for the duration. Your walking speed increases by 10 feet. You don't provoke opportunity attacks. You can move through the space of another creature, and it doesn't count as difficult terrain if you end your
Sick.
turn in another creature's space. If you are shunted to the last... You are shunted to the last unoccupied space you occupied, and you take 1d8 force damage. But that's if I decide to go into there. Yeah. So that's my bonus action. And then can I also... So that means I can go 40 feet or something. Anyway, I'm just going to go like literally right here.
Okay. Sick.
And then can I booming blade and just wail on some bitches?
What's your favorite?
Because that one's closer to Emmy, I think. Maybe I'll go this one. Wait, can you even see the one I'm target? This guy.
He's ping it. Just hold your clicky. Yeah, that works.
Oh, that wasn't me.
That's all good.
But,
I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy. That's what I'm gonna do.
Swing.
So then, yeah. Okay. So booming blade is the attack, and then the core. Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20, baby!
Oh, sick!
I'm on fire today.
Cooter.
This bitch is on fire.
So what does that mean? So is it my Yakuwa plus my booming blade?
This is the song, Mac.
Is it this
Which
one?
is-
No, it's not this one. Is it?
Yeah, it's this one. This one's the one that pops.
This is the ones that pop, but it's not like
Okay,
the one.
so Cooter. For starters, you do 9 piercing damage as well as 8 thunder damage.
Yeah, booming
so 9
damage.
piercing, 8 thunder. Now roll 2d8 again.
Where's my 8-sided dice? This one, and
Double
this
pyramid.
one. That's a 9.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dead. You stab it. Electricity
I
shocks
feel
through
like it had like 2 HP anyway.
it. Up
so
next is, unless there's anything else you wanted to do, otherwise it's Gizmo's turn.
No, it is Gizmo's turn. Yeah, but I was wondering if I'm wondering how this might work actually, because because Gizmo can do my touch actions, but then I wonder if that's my action or Gizmo's action.
It's yours.
Yeah, so then I was like,
So Gizmo, all they can do right now is dodge or move, because you have to give them your bonus action, and you use that to cast kinetic jaunt.
yeah, right. Oh, but he can force strike, right?
You have to give them your bonus action to let them do that.
Oh, to do his action. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He's
If I
probably
remember-
just gonna chill or dodge.
Okay, he'll dodge. Perfect. Okay. Hey Dan.
Okay, let's see. Hayden's, if possible, gonna deftly maneuver himself here, then here, if I can do that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take 2 strikes
Alrighty.
at this zombie. Okay. With the sword, that would be a 16 to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage. You get sneaky attack.
Yeah. I always have to remember how many dice I need now.
Grab a handful.
Damage. It's a lot. $25 damage on that strike.
This zombie basically is cleaved in half as you just slice through it and just basically poofs of dust come out from the inside, and it's just like ripped apart.
Get gone. Okay. Now I'm gonna swing back here. That's 15 feet of movement. 20. And I don't think I can do. Yeah, shoot. I can't bonus action attack with my pistol.
If you have the appropriate feat, you could. I don't know if you have that.
But that would be what, like crossbow expert or something?
Yeah.
I don't have that, no.
Gotcha.
And I will move, yeah. I think that's 30 feet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right. Up next is this friend, and it's gonna wade in the water a little closer. And it's going to huck a vial of acid at you, Cooter. That's an 18, which I believe will hit you. So you're going to take... You'll take 5 acid damage.
Ow!
And it's going to huck another one at Crab Emmy. And does a 14 hit Crab Emmy?
Oh.
No, it bounces off of your... Are you a soft shell or a hard shell crab?
I don't know what the difference is.
It bounces off of your exoskeleton and just doesn't break, and then just plops in the water.
Kind that you eat for the rest of the
Soft
team.
shell, you can eat the shell because it's soft enough.
Ooh, go with like
But
an
I have a hard
Alaskan
shell.
crab.
Screw that.
Up
Want to be one of those shells that you try to eat it, like one of those crabs you try to eat it and you cut your hand trying to eat it.